In this lesson, I will show you guys how to draw a staircase, a concrete staircase, and then I will also create a shaft opening in this area. So let's get straight into it. So if we can just stay on the surface bed level. So we're going to go to architect and we're going to go to shaft opening. And then what we want to do is make sure our base constraint is from the level that we want, which is the surface bed. And then I want to take it up to the roof above level, which is the highest level on this specific drawing. And then I'm going to say pick lines, and I'm going to pick the internal lines here to create that opening. And I'm going to say finish. Now it's created the opening. It doesn't look like much, but if you go to the 3D, you'll see that our slab, just want to move this backwards. Our slab is not continuous anymore through the shaft. So we've created the opening. Now we want to create our staircase. So we're going to do our staircase somewhere in this opening here. So you go to architect, stair. Then I'm just going to use the cast in place stair. You can click on the monolithic stair. You can edit it and duplicate it and maybe call it new RC stairs. And we are going to say okay. Then the maximum riser height, I'm just going to keep it at 180. And the minimum tread width, I'm going to keep to 80. That's obviously all dependent on your code or what you require. And then the minimum run width, that's just the width of your staircase. I'm going to make it 1.5. That's basically 1500 millimeters. And then I'm just going to say okay for now, and then we will come back and change all of these parameters. So I'm going to say okay. Now what we want to do is we want to start drawing in our staircase, but before we start with that, always make sure that your base level is set to the level that you want to start at, which is the surface bed. And the top level would be where you want that staircase to end. So we're going to first do from level, call it level 0 to level 1, and then I'll show you how to do the staircase to the utmost top of this structure. So you can choose here on the left, you can choose, do you want to run left, center, or right? So I know there's exterior support left, exterior support right, but for the moment, let's just focus on the middle three. So the run left is, if I click and I start drawing the stairs, you'll see that it starts from the left hand side and going down to the right hand side. If I change that to the center, you'll see it sits within the center, the staircase. It's evenly spaced. And to the right, you'll see it goes up from the right towards the left. Okay, but I like doing the center one. So let's keep it on center. Offset, I keep 0. Actual run width is the 1.5 that we've set earlier. And then just keep this box ticked for the automatic landing. So now you can see, if I just zoom in, as I go right, you'll see that the rises created increases and the remaining decreases. So you'll see that we can have 17 rises in this specific staircase. So if you want to divide it up almost equally, you can maybe do 8 rises for the first run, and then the second run we can maybe do 9. So you can start your staircase anywhere here to return it to go back to there. So you see it automatically creates our landing for us. Apologies, I should have stretched it a bit more, or rather, let's just have a look. That's fine. Actual number of rises 15. So let's just say finish, and we go to the 3D. Just make sure your visibility graphics is on for the stairs. Press VV on your keyboard, go to stairs, You can see it is not quite the height that we wanted to go to. So let's just go back and say edit stairs, see why it has done that. So that should be 9 to 17. So if you click on this dot and you move it forward, it will generate the rest of the stairs. Okay, so that was a bit of a glitch. So let's just say finish. So now you know if that would happen to you, what you can do. So if you go to the 3D, you can see that the staircase then links up with the slab. So here you can see it actually goes into our slab. So you can decide if you want to cut back this slab and then let the staircase go into the slab. Okay. So once you've done that, we can just quickly draw a section through here. And we can see how the staircase is displayed. You can see that the stairs are slanted at the moment. We don't want that. So let's go and edit this staircase. Let me just show you. The landing depth is 300 and the staircase run depth is 150. So if we go and edit this to our liking, we're going to go to run type, which is the 25mm nosing. Go here to the right, you click on it, and there's a little dot or rectangle with 3 little dots. You click on that. Now we are within the monolithic run. So you're going to duplicate this and just call it 170mm run, so that you know that we will make the depth of this specific run 170mm. Okay, so the underside of the surface we can keep smooth. I'll show you what step is in a moment. So keep it smooth. By category for the material, we leave it as is. The tread, you can edit it by clicking on it here. If you change this 50 to 100, what that just means is from the top of the concrete tread, there's going to be a 50mm type of layer, tile, whatever you want to add there. If you go to the default profile, you'll see that you can actually load in profiles, but that's more for the architectural feature. I'm just going to leave that unticked. The nosing length, I don't want it to have a nosing, so I'm just going to say 0. The nosing profile, I'm going to keep at default. And then the riser, I'm just going to keep unticked and slanted. I don't want it slanted, I want it straight. So I'll click or unclick that. Then I'm going to say apply and OK. Now we've edited the run type. Now we're going to do the landing. Do the same principle. We're going to duplicate this 170mm landing. I can just spell correctly. And then we're going to change the depth to 170, so the thickness, keep the material as is, and we want the traits to be the same as the run. So if I untick this, you'll see that you can go and edit this to maybe differ from your run traits, but I always keep it the same, so I'll just keep it ticked. The rest we can leave out or keep it unchanged. So we're going to say apply, okay. And then the supports, I don't really focus on this. This is not really necessary for a concrete staircase. So I'm just going to say apply and OK. And you'll see if I do the dimensions now, that is 170. And that is 170. And you can see our treads are vertical now, not slanted. Okay, so then what you can do is you can take this staircase and you can go and say select levels, and you can go and connect the levels. So all the grayed out levels are already linked or connected. So you're going to click on that level, press Control on your keyboard, click on that level and say finish. And there you've generated a multi-story staircase in a very quick manner. So if you go back to the surface bed, you can see this is how the staircase looks. If you wanted to, If you want to unconnect this, you can just click on it again there at the top, and you can say disconnect levels, and we can disconnect the levels that you want and say enter or finish, and then you'll see that this is a staircase on its own now. So you can just link it back if you want. Just so that you know, I'm just going to move this up a bit, something like that. You can also do a staircase. Let's just go architect and stair. You can do a staircase that looks something like this and towards that side. Sorry, from here to there. You can see how that staircase runs. So you're not limited to any or you're not limited to any features. But you can see the staircase looks like this. So you can play around with the staircase feature. This is just to give you a little bit of input into the staircase feature. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next lesson. Cheers, guys.